Well, the big news coming in is that a top Iranian commander has been killed. Now, these are claims that are being made by Israeli forces that the commander of the Basij unit in Iran has been eliminated in an Israeli strike. Gholamreza, the IDF has claimed, has been killed in a precision strike. Now, the Basij, of course, is part of the internal security mechanism in Iran. It had also played a critical role in the suppression of the protests that had taken place both in 2022 as well as late 2025 and the early part of this year as well. So the commander of the Basij, Israel claims, has now been eliminated in a targeted precision strike waged by the IDF. Let me go across to my colleague Mayank, reporting from Tel Aviv as we speak. Mayank, strong claim coming from Israel that the commander of the Basij, which is very much part of the internal security force in Iran, that he's been eliminated. Gholamreza has been killed in a precision strike. That's what the IDF has been claiming. How's that report now being met in Israel where you are?
A major package of aircrafts was launched yesterday, as we got to know from the ground here, and that aimed at not only knocking off or destroying the command and control centers, the military bases and other such infrastructure which could be used for launching attacks on Israel's side. They also, the aims were the congregation places or places wherein the commanders of the Iranian forces they could move or they could be living around. So that was the goal yesterday, as we have got to know from the sources. Now, one of the important name apart from this the commander Basij of the Basij battalion was also Ali Larijani, who happens to be the Supreme of National Security Council of Iran. And having said that, at least what the IDF is now bringing out is that they have been able to kill or eliminate one of the top commanders there, who happens to be the internal security, playing a very significant role in internal security of the Iran as of now. So, I mean, lots of operations are going on, and a major mobilization has been taking place, not only towards Iran, but Lebanon side also. The IDF has mobilized a major chunk of its forces. So, major activities happening as of now from this place.
All right, Mayank, please stay with us. As far as Ali Larijani, the leader of the Supreme Council, is concerned, we're still waiting for a confirmation about his fate after the Israelis confirmed that they had indeed tried to target him. Now, Gholamreza Soleimani is the Supreme Commander of the Basij, who the Israelis now claim has been eliminated in a precision strike. Let's in fact take you through some of the details of who this man is and why this particular strike on the part of the IDF is so significant. He's the commander of the Basij, which is part of the internal security unit of the Iranian forces. It has been used, according to Israel, as an instrument of suppression as well as repression in Iran, clamping down on spontaneous protests that have taken place periodically, including 2022 as well as the late part of 2025, when there were large-scale protests across the country against the Islamic regime in Iran. Now, those are visuals from the overnight strike on Tehran. This is, of course, the picture of Gholamreza Soleimani. And what you see on the bottom of the right screen are the details of who this man is and what his antecedents are, and why the IDF claims that these strikes are so significant, capturing in 4 images about the importance of this particular strike on the part of the IDF. Let me go back once again to my colleague Mayank, who's reporting from Tel Aviv. Now, Mayank, you also, of course, spoke about the strike on Larijani, the leader of Iran's Supreme Council, effectively the number 2 man in Iran after Mojtaba Khamenei, as far as the IRGC is concerned. However, we don't have any confirmation just as yet, Mayank, about his fate. The IDF claims to have tried to assassinate him, but we don't know what his fate is.
You're right. Post-operation analysis must be continuing, and we might hear something or the other. This could be also part of one of the, to bring down the morale of the other side. These are also the kind of informations which are released. But then, mobilizing such a huge package, definitely the goals are very high, because as the sources said, there were lots. It's a big package which was mobilized. So when you say big package, it includes everything like air defense, air attack, ground attack, electronic warfare and everything. So it must have been a major major package as far as the information has come out. And having seen the kind of destruction which has happened now, and at least one of the commanders who happened to play a very important role in internal security of Iran was concerned.
Right, Mayank, if I could just interrupt you for a moment, because we have Major General A.K. Sivach now joining us as well. Major General Sivach, thank you for speaking to Times Now. Israel claims that it's carried out an assassination attempt on the #2 man in Iran, Ali Larijani, who's the leader of their Supreme Council, considered to be second only to Mojtaba Khamenei. What do you make of this particular claim on the part of the IDF? They're still trying to ascertain whether or not he's alive or dead.
You know, as far as Larijani is concerned, he is the most important person as on today. He's the one who is coordinating all the operations as far as Iran is concerned. And if he has been killed, it will be a big setback for Iran. There's no denying the fact. How, in case he has been killed, see what's happening, Mossad and CIA agents have already infiltrated 6 months back. And they are not only giving a pinpoint intelligence along with the satellite intelligence, and that's why they could hit him in case they have. Because the Iran media has not commented anything. The Israel media is commenting that he has been targeted. What is his condition? They are not saying. But certainly in case Larijani has been targeted and he's been killed, this will be a big setback for Iran. Though there are succession plans. But as far as Larijani is concerned, after the death of Ayatollah Al-Khamenei, a person who was controlling all the operations was Larijani. He was a main brain behind to have this economic warfare, where he only advised that you should open the front as far as all these Middle East countries are concerned, where there are bases of US. He's the one who has advised to block the Strait of Hormuz. So in case he's been killed, it will be a setback. Though there are succession plans which have been already framed out by Iran, but I don't think there will be a substitute for Larijani, because he was, one can say, a complete man who had a complete knowledge of this operation, and he was calling the last shot.
Right.